And the exciting news is for our younger viewers, don't forget, boys and girls, your children's ITV gets underway this very afternoon at 4 o'clock. And at 4:20, another exciting episode of The Moomins, all happening for you with us on this channel.
Oh, good afternoon, sir. Would you like to take a seat? That's your table there.
Thank you.
Waiter.
Yes, you called?
Yes, the menu, please.
There we are. There's the menu.
Well, not for me. Give it to the customer.
Oh, I see. The customer. There we are.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
I'll have a raspberry milkshake, please.
Very good. One raspberry milkshake, waiter.
One raspberry milkshake. One raspberry milkshake. One raspberry milkshake. A raspberry milkshake. One blackberry milkshake.
Not a blackberry milkshake. I said a raspberry milkshake.
Yes, a raspberry milkshake, you silly thing.
How dare you call me a silly thing? I'm not staying here to be insulted. I only wanted a raspberry milkshake.
No, I wasn't calling you a silly thing. I was calling him a silly thing. Oh, why can't you get anything right? I mean, you're always getting it wrong. I mean, you've ruined everything.
I don't agree. I moved anything at all.
Well, I can tell you now it's going to be the screwdriver this afternoon for you.
Oh, dear, look at the state of this room. Now, come on, everybody, tidy up. It's nearly time for tea. Come on, now, I'm not going to ask you again, Bungle. Come on, now, tidy everything away. I want to make the tea.
What we need, Geoffrey, is a robot.
Yes. What is a robot? Oh, a robot's a machine that helps us to do things. We tell it what to do, and then it does it.
Yes, it could tidy up for us, make the tea, do all sorts of things for us.
Oh, yeah, and then we could play all day long.
Now, look, if you're not going to tidy up, there's going to be no tea. Please yourselves.
Well, I don't mind. I'd much rather play with my toy robot.
Yes, and I want to finish this jigsaw puzzle.
Yes, but... Oh, dear.
It's me, Geoffrey. I'm going to play a trick on Bungle, George and Zippy. I'm going to pretend to be a robot. Look, I've got a nice big cardboard box for my body, lots of knobs and dials on it, and I've got some cardboard boxes for my legs, too. Then we'll see how they all get on with a robot.
Look, we can have our tea and play at the same time.
Yeah. Yes, but Bungle, you are naughty because Geoffrey will be very cross when he finds out. I wonder who that is. Come in. I said come in. Oh, go and see who it is, Bungle Boss. I'm busy. Yeah.
Oh, it's you, Geoffrey. Well, why did you knock? Oh, you do look funny. Are you all right?
Thank you, Bungle. Hello, George.
Why are you speaking in that funny voice, Geoffrey?
What funny voice? My name is not Geoffrey. My name is Rob, the robot. I have come to look after you and to tidy up.
Oh, well, where's Geoffrey, then?
He has had to go out. He told me you would not tidy up before tea.
Oh, well, you can do it for us then, Rob.
I can only do what Geoffrey tells me.
Oh.
I will take these to the kitchen.
Oh, no, Robert, we haven't drunk our squash yet. No, or eaten our cake.
No, please don't take them away.
No.
Oh, dear. Oh, Rob. Oh, can you help me with my jigsaw puzzle? Because I've nearly finished it. Oh, no, don't undo it. I want you to finish it for me.
My orders are to tidy everything up, Bungle. George, give me that book.
But I haven't finished looking at it yet.
Book, please, George.
Oh, yes, Rob.
Thank you, George. I mean, thank you, George. Now then, Zippy, will you please give me that over there?
No, Rob, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, very well then.
I don't think I like having a robot about the house. Robots are supposed to help you, but he's not helping us. I wish Geoffrey was here.
Oh, yes, so do I. If we'd been good and tidied up, Geoffrey would still be here and we would be having our tea.
Everything is now tidied up. It is time for bed.
Time for bed?
But we haven't had our tea yet. You know, or a song from Rob, Jane and Freddy.
Or even a story.
I said time for bed.
Oh, come on, George. You can't argue with a robot.
No tea, no song, no story. Oh.
Bungle, get into the bed.
Oh, yes, all right then, but, oh, look, could we have a story first of all, please?
What kind of story?
About robots, I suppose.
Once upon a time.
No, not like that. Geoffrey doesn't read like that in that funny, jerky voice.
No, he doesn't. He says, once upon a time.
Oh, I've got an idea, Zippy.
What? Oh, yeah. Robert, could you go round and tuck George in, please?
Yes, Zippy? Bungle, where are you going
I won't be a
to?
minute.
Come back here. Bungle, where are you going to?
Goodbye, robot.
I'm Rodney, I'm a robot and I do as I am told. They made me out of metal but they painted me gold. I go, I am a robot. I'm Rodney, I'm a robot and I do what you say. I answer all your questions, I am here to obey. I am a robot. I am a robot.
Robot, what time is it?
7:02.
I know I'll be late again. Where are my shoes?
Robot, what time is it?
7:04.
Where is my breakfast? And please shut the door.
Robot, the tea.
Kippers for me.
And don't forget milk for the cat.
The garden needs weeding.
The budgie needs feeding.
And please will you fetch me?
Please will you fetch me my hat?
I'm Rodney, I'm your robot, and I wouldn't mind if you gave me all your orders, one at a time. If you're not very careful, I know I'll go off, and then my computer will finally stop.
Roddy, our robot, we think you're the best. Sit down, put your feet up, you must have a rest. He's Roddy, our robot, he does what we say. He answers our questions and always obeys.
I am a robot. I am a robot. I am a robot.
Hello?
Oh, hello, could I speak to Jane, please?
It's Bungle. It's for you.
Oh. Hello, Bungle. What's the matter?
Oh, Jane, can you come and read a story for us, please? You see, Geoffrey's gone out and he sent a robot to look after us, but he can't read properly.
Oh, of course I'll read the story for you. I'll be there in a minute.
Oh, thank you very much.
You know, I thought he'd gone to fetch you. Yeah, well, I'm jolly glad he's gone anyway.
Right, into bed, Bungle.
Oh, yeah, well, here's a chair, Jane.
Oh, all right. I'll read the story.
Oh, yeah, good.
Right, all settled in.
Yes, sir.
All right, now the story's called Robox Lends a Hand.
Oh.
Professor Crump had made himself a robot to help him in his house. And because the robot's body was made out of an old tin biscuit box, Professor Crump called him Robox. Now, although Robox tried as hard as he could to be helpful, sometimes he did get a bit muddled. And one particular afternoon, Professor Crump had a few small jobs that he wanted Robox to do. Now, listen to me, Robox, began the professor. I'd like you to wash my socks, then take Spot the dog out for a walk, cook the sausages for supper, and then go into the garden and spray the sunflowers. They're covered in slugs and snails. Have you got that, Robox?
I understand,
laughed the robot.
I must soak your socks in soap suds, take Spot for a stroll, sizzle the sausages for supper, and spray the sunflowers. Do not worry, I can do all that. Simple, pimple.
Splendid, said the professor, and he went out to his workshop.
Now let me remember what jobs I have to do,
said Robox.
I shall soak the sausages in the street, sizzle Spot in sunflowers, and spray the socks for supper. That does not sound right, does it? Oh dear, I've forgotten already. I'd better not tell the professor, or he'll be angry with me.
Now, Professor Crump was in his workshop putting the finishing touches to his new underwater cocoa-making machine. He put down his screwdriver and scratched his head. Perhaps I've given poor Robox too many jobs to do. I'd better go back and see how he's getting on. The professor opened the kitchen door, but Robox was nowhere to be seen. But hanging on the washing line were all Professor Crump's socks, and they were full of slugs and snails. "Whatever is going on here?" he shrieked. Then he heard a loud sneeze, and looking round, he saw Spot the dog sitting in the sink in a big bowl of soapy water. "Where is that ridiculous robot?" cried the professor. His question was answered a second later when he heard a terrible noise outside the kitchen door, which sounded like dogs yelping and howling. The door flew open, and in ran Robox, dragging behind him a sausage on the dog's lead. And chasing after the sausage were 6 strange dogs. Robox tried to escape, but the washing line and all the socks and the slugs and the snails all fell on top of the dogs. It was a terrible muddle. Later, when Professor Crump had chased all the other dogs away and had dried poor old Spot, Robox explained what had been going on.
I soaked Spot in soapy suds, stuffed your socks with slugs and snails, and took the sausages for a stroll in the street, just like you told me. Now, have you any more jobs for me to do?
No, thank you, Robox, he laughed. I think you've done quite enough already for one afternoon.
Oh, thank you, Jane.
Thank you.
Oh, hello, Jane.
Oh,
Geoffrey.
Geoffrey, where have you been, Geoffrey?
You know, Geoffrey, that robot did look like you, but it didn't walk like you or talk like you.
Didn't it, Bungle?
No.
Time to say goodbye now. Goodbye.
Geoffrey, what do you wish you all the time? Goodbye.
Goodbye.